Today in TechEd Upflush, don't trip over the nerd, the location of the day, and an interview with Steve Riley. Welcome to this Don't Trip Over the Nerd item. We're here with Salah Gayet, yes. Is that correct?
Is that correct, yes.
So where are you from?
I'm from Bahrain, from the Middle East.
Okay, and what kind of work do you do there?
I'm the leader of IT infrastructure in my company, which is Bahrain Petroleum Company. Deals with the refining oil and for our state. But okay. Actually we are in the process of having a 5-year plan. We want to see what products are there to help us go into the new era.
Okay.
Yeah, virtualization, using seamless VPN and all of this, utilizing the products of Microsoft.
And in Bahrain, are there many IT-based communities?
Oh yeah, there are lots.
Like user groups? Or?
Oh yes, there are lots, and there are lots of building now because of the Bahrain is a very educated country, and the people there are very, very much educated. It's a more educated country in the Gulf, actually.
Okay.
And people are so much into IT that lots of user groups and user community are being developed and created.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you have a very useful week.
This is the registration desk. Here the delegates get their bag with the program for the upcoming week.
I'm here with Steve Riley. This is Mr. Security for Microsoft, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions about why he's here. Well, why are you here?
Because I got on a plane that brought me here. No,
that's not.
We do a series of TechEd events throughout the world every year. Starts in June in the United States. August, September, and October is when we hit various countries throughout Asia. Each one of them kind of does their own market. And then the final one of each year is the November TechEd here in Europe.
Why do you think that people that stay at home should attend TechEd? What's the added value for us as IT professionals being here?
Well, so you can get knowledge anywhere, right? And I mean, and there's a lot of places where I get knowledge from, and books. Mainly reading articles on the news, certain authors that I like to follow, and also being inside Microsoft kind of gives me a little bit of an advantage. I can talk to people in the product groups too. Yeah. But as I look at it, there's nothing that replaces a live seminar like we're doing here, because a book or even a webcast is really one way. It's the person delivering knowledge to you. These events are two-way events, and the fact that the audience can come and interact with the speaker, I think provides a lot of, well, I'll admit, it provides me value.
Then you get this added value from the users of the products that Microsoft builds.
Yes.
And what's your job? Delivering it to the product groups, and what's your influence?
Yeah, I mean, my job is bi-directional, right? Yeah. It's to come here and it's to present information to the attendees to give them something new to think about. But it's then to take that feedback. Hey, why didn't you do it this way? Or did you think of this or something? And I take that back to the product groups. And there are some instances of where we've made design changes in future versions of Windows based on what we've learned from customers at events like this.
Is there something in Windows 7 that we can see what came from you? People you spoke with?
Yes, there will be some information on Windows 7 that will be released here at the event. I suppose if I were to pick one thing that would be security related that we would change with Windows 7 based on customer feedback is making the user account control, the UAC feature, be even less intrusive than it is now.
Okay.
So people can expect to be bothered less by UAC than in the past. For the past several years, I've been talking about this idea of flattening networks and eliminating the distinction between the CorpNet and the Internet. But I've never really given you an architecture on how to do it. It's all been kind of, thought bubbles, right?
Yeah.
The presentation this year is a detailed architecture on how you can build what I've been talking about in the past 3 years.
Okay.
So now you can actually come and learn how to do it.
Makes me very curious to see that.
You know what? It's my favorite talk.
What's your password?
What's my password?
Or do you have none?
My password is too long for me to say right now.
What's your last blog post?
What's my last blog post?
Do you remember?
A while ago I wrote an article that was kind of about the 21st century networking, and somebody had asked a very interesting question about that. And I had closed off comments on my blog for a while after 90 days, no more posts because of the spam. But this is a really good question, and I wanted to answer it, so I reopened 90 days, after 90 days, and then answered his question as a new blog post. And it was mostly about trying to understand the distinction between making security decisions for technological reasons and making security decisions for political reasons. And how do we get past some of the political issues that get in the way of making a very effective security decision? So that was what I wrote about.
What does Steve Riley do when he's offline, when he's not connected to any network?
Offline? I'm sorry, are you still speaking English to me now?
Well, thanks very much.
All right, thanks much. See you.